What's going on, man? What's happening? Welcome back to the channel, and today we're doing something a little different. I recently purchased Doug Flutie's Maximum Football about a month or two ago on the PlayStation 4. Soon as I seen there was a new football game on the network, I had to grab that. And recently I've noticed that there is another one in Access Football 2020. So I might do another video on that one once I get that game. But we'll see how this video right here goes. I basically wanted to put some of my thoughts out as far as pros and cons on this game. And one that sticks out to me when I'm looking at the menu is that the players look like they have diapers on, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not trying to nitpick or anything. I just thought it was hilarious. As we look at this menu here, there's not a lot of options within this game. We have play now, we got continue game, customize. There is college dynasty, season mode, as well as a spring league. And basically what spring league is just practice mode, so you can get down the controls, see how it feels, and run a few plays and see what you can do with it. The button layout is different. I don't really like it per se, but you can change it to whatever you want. That is one of the customizational options on here. You can select your league, I think anywhere from 9 to 130 teams. Obviously the 130 is going to be a college style, but you can make this college rules, you can have Canadian rules, you can have NFL type rules on this game. It all depends on what you want. I keep mine selected on 32 teams, similar to the NFL. And when you look at the teams that are in there, it's kind of like they're in the same state. They wear the same colors, you know what I mean? But it's not always the same city, that kind of thing. So it's like knockoff teams, but it's not that bad, man. They got a lot of logos on this game. So it works as far as customization options go. You can design plays on here. You can design your own logos on here if you want, if you're good at that kind of thing. I'm not that great at it, so I leave that one alone. But one of the drawbacks is that you can't download other people's logos. I know that is a big thing that is needed if you can't do logos such as myself, but it's all good. Maybe they'll implement that later on down the line. I don't know how well they listen to their community, because I don't really know a lot about this company, but what I do know is that Madden doesn't listen to theirs. Otherwise we'd have had this stuff in there a long time ago. But everything is customizable. As far as the teams go, you can change the player names, change the team names, city, school name, whatever you want to do. As far as controlling those options, you can do it. So a lot of people are going to like this game if you're into customizing. If you're into the older Madden games and you like making a team and bringing them into the league, you can do that with this game. We're gonna get into some of the gameplay a little later on, but some of the gripes that I have with this game come from the season mode. Now there is no franchise mode, so you can't take a team and then mid-season decide that you want to play somewhere else next year. I believe there's only one season that you can play within this season. Now this bothers me because simulating is a big part of these games. A lot of people like to see if they can build a franchise, simulate through, see the stats, see if it plays up to par like how it does in real life. And when I'm simulating this season, I noticed that the passing yards, the rushing yards didn't look bad. The sacks weren't really that bad either. The problem that I have is the interception and touchdown ratio. Now look at this, 25 interceptions, 23-22 compared to 7 touchdowns, 1 touchdown, 4 touchdowns. Like the most amount of touchdowns in a year is 14. That's the highest of all the teams. And there's 32 teams in this league that I simulated, okay? Like an NFL style. So it's confusing to know that there's only 14 touchdowns. And I had to even do the breakdowns on it because I thought, okay, well, if they're showing me the interceptions, these touchdowns, must mean that there's, 14 passing touchdowns. But come to find out, that's not the case, like, at all. Like, if you look at the passing, I mean, the most passing touchdowns in a season is 4. What? Excuse me? What's going on here? So there's only 4 touchdowns out of 16 games in a season. 4 passing touchdowns? Word? Is that how we living? Like, again, I'm not trying to be negative towards this company, but that doesn't strike me as something that has a lot of replay value with me anyway. I'm not going to sit here and want to simulate more seasons, because what is that? I don't understand. I hadn't really touched the College Dynasty, so I did it for this game, or for this video, I'm sorry. And College Dynasty is pretty much like, if you played the NCAA games, the NCAA football series, you're going to like how this works out, because it's similar to, back in the days when you used to play NCAA and you do your recruiting, your scouting, this, that, and the third. It's pretty fun. I like scouting. I like recruiting. I like doing all of that. And you can do that within this game. But it's not a lot of options and features to do outside of that. With the NCAA football games, I could check out, okay, this team beat this team. They'd have it as a news story, this, that, and the third. All right, cool. It's not a lot of that in this game. That's fine. That's something that hopefully their community will talk to them about, and that they can change in the future. It's still a growing company. I have not heard of them before I made this video or before I bought this game. So if that tells you anything, you know what I mean? They don't have a super high budget like the Madden games do. I heard what the budget was, but I can't remember it off the top of my head. So I don't want to say it and give out the wrong idea. But this is a small company. They're still growing. And I believe later on down the line that a lot of things can get changed. So a couple of the pros here are that they do have a lot of customization options. That the recruiting on here is pretty dope. Reminds me of the NCAA games, but some of the cons is that there's only a season mode. There's no franchise. You can't take it past one season. A lot of gripes with the old All-Pro 2K8 game was there's no franchise. There's only one season that you can play out, and then it's done. They'll track your stats, and however many seasons you play, you can show that, okay, this player had 18,000 passing yards in his career, but you can't go back and look at every season that they played. You know what I mean? It's not what you want, it's just what you have. And I don't like for that to be in the video games. If you're gonna be different from Madden, you need to go all the way through with it. You need to have those franchise options that Madden doesn't have. The fact that I can't hire defensive or offensive coordinators bothers me. Am I just supposed to assume that this doesn't happen in real life? Like, some players retire and become coordinators. You know what I mean? So the fact that I can only have a head coach in a game that's supposed to be different from Madden, you know what I mean? It is what it is, though, man. Maybe I'm just rambling. I do think that this company can progress and get better. Here's some of the gameplay. I know I've been talking through this whole thing, but I'm not really the biggest fan of the gameplay. I think it's all right, and that's not really saying too much, because everybody gripes about gameplay. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you that this is the best gameplay on the market, because it's not. A lot of things are not really fluid. I do like the way that the players collide with each other though sometimes. So that's pretty cool. I like the fact that they have it like kind of physics based. So you can have different tackles, not just the same animations over and over and over again, as we are used to or have grown used to, unfortunately, due to Madden. But it is what it is, man. I think, and I have not played Access Football, but I think, if I'm these two companies, I might try and just work together and see what happens. You know what I mean? They can come together and bring both of their styles and see what gels and what doesn't, and can remove this, that, and the third, or make this, that, and the third work. It wouldn't be, a stretch. I mean, you got this big company like Madden, and if you're two small companies, why not try and work together? But that's just my thoughts. I'm gonna leave y'all with some of this gameplay, man. I hope that you took something from this game. I don't want anybody to just sit here and watch the video and not judge it without playing it. It's only $30. Drop your money down. If you like customization, you're definitely gonna love this game. That is for sure. If you're a big franchise guy, you might want to skip it. It doesn't have a franchise, and I'm not gonna tell you to get it for a season mode that doesn't even really track stats correctly. I will say this about the game and leave you with it. When I first got this game, I played it. I couldn't even make it through a full game. Like, it was bad. The gameplay was not good at all. But after I've been playing it again since the first time I played it, the gameplay has really improved. And it's not that good yet, but it has improved from the time that I bought it. I don't know if they updated it, added something new. I'm not really sure because I can't really remember. I just knew that when I first played it, I was like, yeah, this is not gonna work out. But now it's actually playable. I can actually play through a whole game. So yeah, if that helps, you know what I mean? Let me know down below what you think of this game. Do you think Canuck Play can come up and provide better gameplay? Do you think that they can add in a franchise mode? I don't know. Do you have some insider information? I would love that. You know what I mean? Before I drop my next $30 on next year. But I'll probably do it anyway because I do love football games and I do love seeing something new out there other than Madden. So it is what it is, man. I've been me. You've been you. I appreciate y'all stopping with me, rocking with me. Y'all have a good one, man. I'm out of this thing. Also, man, there ain't no commentary in the game. So, hey, Canuck Play, if y'all need some commentary, hit your boy up. You know what I'm saying? My phone number is